My name is Quinn, and I'm going to talk about cultural intelligence and instructional technology and what that means. So, when looking at cultural intelligence, we're looking at the ability to assess the culture in the room. So, looking at the individual differences of people, and not only that, but looking at individual differences of those from different colleges and departments, because that culture may be vastly different than what we're used to. And then, how are we going to interact with those people in order to 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 meet our goals and objectives for what we do here. So, looking at experiential learning theory, we want to provide them with concrete experiences. So, we want to emphasize the value of instructional technology and learning these new softwares and programs and what that could mean as it translates into teaching and learning in their department. We want to make sure that reflective observation happens. So, check in. What do you not understand? What technologies would you like to learn? What experience is different about this semester that was different from last semester? And then how can we use these things in the future? You want to conceptualize abstractly. So when you learn one type of software or information like Camtasia, you want to make sure that faculty understand and can apply that into different areas and arenas. Collaborate is not only for lecture. Collaborate can be used for presentations, or it could be used for students to connect and meet when doing group projects. So think about different ways to use the technology that we present here in the workshops. And then active experimentation. Our teaching online course is a great arena for active experimentation with information that's learned in the workshops. So we provide them with a rubric for quality matters, opportunities to create mock syllabi that incorporate these quality matters standards as far as information and access to information for students goes. So organizational learning, when you're looking at different cultures and being culturally sensitive, you want to make sure that you take into account differences in ability, access, discipline, understanding, behavior. The list goes on and on. So not everyone has that basic background level of knowledge about a learning management system and what it does. This may be their first time incorporating using Blackboard. It may be their first time using add-ins to PowerPoint. Like Office Mix. So you want to make sure that you're not coming from a point of privilege as it applies to you should already know this information and really come with a basic level of knowledge and basic level of understanding so that a diverse group of learners within the group can understand the information. You want to think about the different roles and responsibilities and identities that people have outside of them being here in the resource center. So some people may be department chairs or deans or serve as grant writers or coordinators for programs. So what does that mean as they approach these emerging technologies in the classroom or in different arenas and areas for where they're responsible? Looking at Hofstede's different dimensions about power and individualism and ambiguity, some people don't want to learn technology because it's different, right? It's new. It's something that they've never seen before. So you want to make sure that you impart that wisdom and knowledge that this is something that you need to learn. This is something that can benefit not only your students, but also your department. And in the long term, it's going to make us more sustainable as a department, as well as your department and the institution as a whole. So how does what we do in instructional technology translate into meeting those goals and objectives for the institution? And how does that translate into faculty meeting their goals and objectives for their department? We want to make sure we're using best practices, quality matters, we're reviewing our current strategies, and we're reaching out to departments that we don't see that much of. Thanks. Have a great day.